That's gonna blow up in our face.
That is going to blow up because I'm going to say, Jonathan, I need sound, and he's not going to play it when I tell him to play it because
You guys were unmuted for the entire thing.
Okay.
You were supposed to be quiet.
Hello, and welcome to Take Flight Live with Phoenix Stage Company, an award-winning 100% volunteer community theater organization located in Oakville, Connecticut.
Hello.
I'm Ed Bassett, Executive Director of Phoenix Stage Company. Here, I'm your host here with Laura Sturges-Cortez, the co-host for the evening.
Hi, Ed. How's it going?
I'm well. How are you? It's a crazy bunch tonight. I think we haven't done this in a while, so people are not quite ready.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little giddy. And I'm jumping the bit here, champing the bit, right? Like I'm getting ready to
Chomping the bit.
Chomping the bit?
Yeah.
It's not champing?
No.
Oh, weird.
Isn't it? It's chomping the bit.
It's chomping?
Yeah.
What's champing then?
I don't know.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I don't know. I guess that depends on whether you have a sling in your house or something. I don't know. Right? We have people in the audience today.
We do.
We have the entire cast of Murder at the Prop Table, minus Brian Elser, who's not here with us tonight. So Brian, we miss you. The cast of I'm sorry.
Brian was part of it. Not this time. Not this time. We had Tony.
Tony.
Oh my
We're missing
goodness, Tony Benedetti, and he's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
We're missing Tony.
Tony's
See,
in
it's so
the
confusing.
chat.
Tony,
Oh,
hello,
hi, Tony.
Tony. Yeah, Tony was the stage manager.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you said Brian.
He looked
earlier,
good in
and I
that
was like,
dress.
oh, I must be confusing my shows.
Yeah,
he did
I
look
think
good in the
so.
dress.
So, I always look up what the national days are.
Mm.
Today is National Mac and Cheese Day.
Ooh.
It's also National Nude Day.
Oh, really?
Yes, and National Tape Measure Day.
Ooh.
Interestingly,
I wonder why.
interestingly, I could find no clean jokes for tonight. Not even in the mac and cheese sector. They
Not
were
even
all
mac and
dirty.
cheese ones?
Nope, they were all dirty. It was really awful.
I was afraid they would just be too cheesy.
Oh,
It's terrible.
I love cheesy jokes. So you think macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, right?
No, so I had to come up with jokes about the states.
Oh, okay.
Since tonight we're going to be welcoming back Tim and Laurie Phillips,
Yeah.
or Laurie and Tim Phillips, depending on what your vernacular is,
Right.
and how
they
you want to
went
say that.
touring all of these
Yeah,
different
and they have
states
prizes
stuff.
for us to give out from their trip. We have, let's see, we have a San Francisco Giants Coca-Cola fanny pack, a Jose Ramirez t-shirt from the Cleveland Guardians. We have a baseball jersey from the Houston Astros. We have a Corbin Burns bobblehead from the Milwaukee Brewers, and a thermos water bottle from the Akron Subaru dealer.
Neat.
That's in Ohio.
Yeah.
Tony just wants you to know that he was really tired from work today and he wanted to be here.
Aw.
But
I
also
feel
he's
you.
now very sad because you've called him out on it.
Oh,
It's
no.
okay,
Tony,
Tony.
don't
It's
worry
all
about
right.
it.
We'll get you next time. Yeah. So you want to hear one of my first jokes?
I do.
It's about a state that Tim and Laurie did not go to this time, but I know they've been to.
Okay.
What do you call a murder mystery in Hawaii?
I don't know. What do you call a murder mystery in Hawaii?
A hula done it.
That was good.
I'm gonna keep you around.
Yeah.
Tim doesn't laugh at anything
He
that I say. It's
doesn't.
all good.
I love cheesy dumb jokes. I do.
So how has your couple of weeks been since we've been on?
Pretty good actually. Yeah, kind of like a world. I mean, it's just work and doing stuff, and my car overheated.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
And I put coolant in it last night.
Yeah.
And then on the way here, it overheated again, so I had to stop and get more coolant.
You might want to see why it's doing that.
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow morning to my mechanic. I think it's on its last
I
legs. I
think
have to
it's
say
got like
goodbye
a little
to
leak
it.
or something, and
It
that's a
must
cute
have
car.
leak,
That's like
yeah.
a
I know.
Doctor Who thing, right?
Right? It's a PT Cruiser. It looks really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I just can't bear to part with it,
Well, maybe
What-
you can get
did
it
you ever?
fixed.
Well, yeah, but I do have my father left me a car, so
Oh.
it's sitting in my mom's driveway in an auto cocoon. So
Okay.
it's kind of like the excuse I need to finally say goodbye to this one and take on the new.
Do you like the
newer
PT
one.
Cruiser?
It's beautiful. I
It's a
love
nice
it.
little
It's very
car.
me. It's so different,
Yeah.
It's got a lot of storage. You can fit so much stuff in there.
My car has no storage.
No?
I like my car, but it's the one thing that I miss about having a truck or an SUV. I can't put anything in it.
Really?
put people in it. That's about it.
Because you have a little sedan now, right?
Yeah. If you
yeah.
put the seats down, the back seats down, you can fit some stuff in it, but
Right.
nothing longer than 6 feet.
Right.
But I love the car.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
that's all the difference in
Yeah.
the world, really.
All the difference. It has a
Yes.
backup camera. Come on.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's fancy.
It is fancy.
What was your first
these
car?
days. A 1964 Ford Rambler.
Really?
Yes,
Color.
it was blue. I helped my dad restore it, and then I totaled it on the way to graduation.
No.
And then they gave me a card for high school graduation, and the key to the car was taped inside.
Oh no.
That was supposed to be my graduation present. So
That's awful.
I know. I was So I was on the way to graduation, and there was this corner that you had to go around.
Yeah.
And the old cars, they have like brake cylinders, and this one had like a master cylinder or whatever. And he stepped on the brake, and there was nothing there. And I was going really, really fast. Stupid. Like I shouldn't have been doing that. But I was
Right.
listening to an 8-track
Oh.
of Barry Manilow,
Well.
and I was driving
then.
really, really fast.
Oh, how cool were you?
And I hit a mailbox that was on a little berm, and I went airborne and into a house.
Ooh, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. And I busted up my nose, and I was bleeding, and the woman came out onto the porch with wet towels and was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And so she gets me out of the car.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And she called my father and said, Eddie crashed his car into the house. He's okay. I'm taking him to graduation. We'll see you there. And so we'll clean this up later.
Oh
Like,
my gosh. So you knew her?
yeah, she's a neighbor. It was
Oh,
Vermont.
it was
Everybody
right
knew
there.
everybody, right?
Oh, okay.
So I had a
okay.
Band-Aid on my nose and 2 black eyes, and I had to sing at graduation. I had to sing "We've Only Just Begun" by the Carpenters. That was my solo for graduation.
Oh no.
We've only just begun. It was awful. Like it was awful.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then I got home and got a card with
You
the key
lost
in
me
it.
at Barry.
Listen, he was very cool
He
in the
was
day.
very in, man.
When you were sad about a breakup, Barry Manilow is who you
that
listened
was
to
your
in the day.
go-to guy.
Yeah, we had Evanescence.
Mm. You had Evanescence.
I had an essence, but
We're the same age.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
not that much different than me, Laura.
No, I'm
Stop
just saying I
trying
didn't
to
listen to
abandon
Evanescence
me.
that much.
So we have a lot of birthdays we have to talk about. This
Ooh, we
because I
do.
think this is going to be a long one tonight. Once we get Tim and Laurie
Oh
up here,
my
we have a lot to talk
gosh.
about. We have a lot of birthdays.
That's
A lot of
amazing.
birthdays. So we're going to cue the music. I'm going to point whether he plays it or not because he was told not to.
It's already up.
There he not the music. I was cueing the music, Michael. Yeah. So you want to
Oh
start?
yeah, sure. Randy
Jamaikas,
D'Amicis. Oh, of course, yeah.
the popcorn. That's my brother-in-law.
Lauren DeRosa.
Wait, when was his
Oh, I'm
birthday?
sorry.
Oh.
July 1st. I don't ever do these.
Oh,
July 1st.
Lauren Wolf was on July 2nd.
Liz Jaffin on the 11th.
Carol Grant on the 11th.
Tori Richnowski also on the 11th.
Bruce Phillips on the 11th.
Judy Bragg on the 12th.
Dan Pori on the 14th.
Deb Goodman on the 15th.
Deb D'Amicis is on the 16th coming up.
Anna Phillips on the 17th.
And Mumsy Wilcox will be on the 22nd.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday to everybody.
Yeah, and today is Sharon and Steve Hauk's 4th anniversary.
Oh,
So happy
congratulations.
anniversary to them.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
That's so joyful. So many babies in July.
I know.
That's wonderful. That's good for birthday parties.
I'm doing the math backwards. Was it cold
Oh, I
9
have
months
no
before
idea.
July?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
I think it was in
too.
November. So yeah.
Probably.
A lot of Thanksgiving babies.
Yeah. So we have stuff to update on too. We're gonna do all of our updates and stuff
Sure.
Can
beforehand.
we go back for a minute? A
Yeah.
lot of people are getting stuffed.
That was
You know, this is
low hanging fruit there. There's a
Don't,
couple of low hanging cranberries. On
don't play the that deserves another joke.
there. A better one.
What is the difference between Indiana sports fans and puppies?
I don't know. What's the difference between Indiana sports fans and puppies?
Eventually the puppies grow up and stop whining. No, you don't have to play the laugh. That was an ooh. Yeah, I
Oh my
listen, I just look
gosh.
them up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have
Right.
some, we have things going on. We closed the theater until September, but we still have stuff going on.
Mhm.
Tonight is rehearsal, so we're missing some folks from chat because they're in rehearsal for, I think tonight is Romeo
and
and,
Juliet.
no, it's Much Ado.
Romeo,
No, it's
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and
'Cause
Juliet
I'm
tonight.
missing it tonight.
Yeah, so we'll keep you posted on what's happening because the whole format changed at the last rehearsal. I can't keep track of anything. So I'm just a producer. What do I know? I'll just give them costumes and make them say words. I don't know. I don't understand it yet. So stay tuned for that. And then the big event that's coming up actually in early August, the first Saturday in August, we're going to put a slide up. Golf tournament. Yeah.
Oh,
He's paying attention to chat.
I was reading the chats. But
You don't have to
I
do
didn't-
anything at all. Nope.
Good.
It's his job now. We're going to do our golf tournament. Our mini golf tournament is going to be on Saturday, the 6th of August. It's always the first Saturday in August. So people are always like, when's the golf tournament? Always the first Saturday in August.
That makes it way easier.
This year it's at a different location though. This year we are at Hidden Valley Mini Golf in Southington.
Oh, okay.
It's a beautiful location. We couldn't get up to R&B where we've been because they're doing a lot of construction up there. And the other news about it is that we talked to Jane Coughlin, and now our mini golf tournament is called the Lady Jane Coughlin Mini Golf Tournament to benefit Phoenix Stage Company. And we have a lovely logo. It's on the screen that Sharon Hauk did. She used Jane's picture from last year from her hole-in-one picture.
Sharon did
and it was
such
great.
a great job in this.
Yeah, it's really good.
Amazing, yeah.
So the lovely thing about this year's tournament is you show up at 9 o'clock to register, just like always. It's a beautiful 18-hole course. It's all in the shade. It's lovely, right? 9:30. I'm sorry, 9:30 is registration. Sorry, we show up at 9 o'clock to set up. So it's a lovely setting, and there's bridges, and there's a waterfall that you golf under, and it's a really, really nice place. You finish your golf, turn in your score pad, and you're handed a menu. They have a new beer garden there. So it's really an outdoor, I wouldn't call it a beer garden. It's an outdoor patio that's covered with great seating. And you'll have a menu, and you'll get to choose from a cheeseburger with fries and a drink, a hamburger with fries and a drink, a 10-inch Hummel hot dog with fries and a drink, or a garden salad with either grilled chicken or mahi-mahi on it.
Oh, lovely.
Right?
Okay.
Lovely. Everything is included, but if you want beer, you got to go buy that on your own. And they have a lovely arrangement of taps. They have like 15 or 20 selections when we were there. It was really good. It's a beautiful course, really nice venue.
Hidden
So
Valley.
Hidden Valley, it's
Okay.
on West Main Street in Southington, right off of exit 31 off of 84.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a really lovely place. And they have a really nice ice cream shop upstairs. What's the ice cream they serve? Gifford's ice cream
oh, I've never
upstairs.
heard of it.
Yeah, so on your way out, you can stop and buy yourself a little ice cream too.
Look at
Of
you.
course, we'll have our raffles. We have some great prizes. Tim and I went shopping. We went shopping the other night. I went to an Asian market
Ooh.
and I put a raffle basket together, a trip through the Asian market.
Oh, I'm gonna have to bid on that.
It's fun. Some of the stuff we really don't know what it is, but it looked cool. So, but it's a nice basket. It's going to be cool.
It's gonna turn out to be like face wash or something.
No, it's all food.
Okay.
It's all food, I think.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The octopus puffs that's something I really want someone to try.
what?
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Yeah.
Well, whoever wins that, you're gonna have to open it
Because
up.
it was a really nice
Try at least
Asian
a couple
market
of
that had a
things.
mix of Thai
Mm.
food, Chinese
fun.
food, Japanese food,
Right.
a really nice mix. So I put a whole bunch of that kind of stuff in the
Ooh.
basket.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. I
Ooh.
found the Asian equivalent of Spam.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. It looked like a can of Spam, but it didn't say Spam on it. It said, whoa, 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 whoa.
Ooh, I wonder what it is.
It's teriyaki pork product.
Ooh,
I don't know. It's going to be really fun.
dude.
I'm putting tickets in it. What do you mean? No,
You know
like-
what? Look, it's gonna be delicious.
No,
I'm
it'll be really
sure.
fun. And like almond cakes from China,
Ooh,
some of
fun.
those, and Janie's cookies,
Ooh,
Janie's lemon cookies.
Ooh, lemon cookies.
Yeah, who
Lemon
knows?
cookies sound delicious.
Yeah, really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we bought a bunch of mystery stuff to put in the gift bags because Tim and Laurie always do the gift bags every year.
Oh, fun.
We found lychee flavored Pop Rocks.
Ooh. I haven't had Pop Rocks in forever.
I mean, don't lychees kind of pop in your mouth anyway? Aren't they the little seedy weird things?
I've only had like lychee flavored candy.
Yeah.
I haven't actually had like lychee itself. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I haven't. Yeah. So I have no idea.
Okay. Well, come to the golf tournament and you can bid on this trip through the Asian market, and who knows what you're going to get. It'll be really fun. So Saturday, August 6th, we golf. So registration starts at 9:30. We golf from 10 to noon, and then we have our luncheon, and we give out the awards and the prizes. There are no costumes this year. We're not doing a costume contest. Instead, we're doing show your Phoenix pride by wearing your Phoenix colors or your rainbow pride colors. So we'll have a rainbow of people out. We have some really fun photo opportunities planned. That's all I'm going to say. So
okay.
so make sure you have your cameras well charged. Yeah.
Yeah, unlike mine, my phone is at like
Yeah, it's
16%.
going to be a really fun event. It's
That
going to be a
sounds
really,
awesome.
really fun event.
I'm
We're all looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can find out more information on our Facebook page, or you can go to the website, phoenixstagecompany.org. There's a brochure on there that if you want to, you can fill it out. We're doing an event page. So if you're pretty sure you're coming, you can say, yes, we're attending. We just kind of like to have a count of what we think will be there. So yeah, super nice folks working at this place. Really great golf. Yeah. Twosomes or foursomes. That's correct. And it's a shotgun start. So you'll go to your hole, and then this one is so spread out and so far that we're going to use a bear horn. So we'll toot a horn for you to start.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, the screaming goat. Tim and I went to see Thor, Love and Thunder.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's screaming goats in it.
Oh, okay. There are goats that do scream.
Ah!
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Ah! Something like that.
Yeah.
They're hysterical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta see it. They're really big. They're funny when they crash into the moon.
Okay. No more spoilers.
Oh, at the
I
end?
punch
Can
you.
you tell everyone what the Phoenix colors are?
Orange, purple. Orange and purple. We have purple chairs and orange. So orange and purple.
Okay.
Those are our Phoenix colors. So you can wear orange and purple, orange and purple. Yeah. You know, we're looking at, we're working on getting a tartan certified for Phoenix Stage Company.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yes. So we'll have a kilt
Oh,
that is a Phoenix Stage Company tartan.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Because I volunteered Tim and I to work a Scottish festival next year.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. And so he found out when he got back.
Voluntold.
Yeah. So I volunteered us to do some stuff at this Scottish festival. So we have to wear kilts. So we're going to wear the Phoenix Stage Company kilts.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, me in a skirt.
Kilts.
Kilt.
Kilts. Kilts.
Kilts.
There's a difference.
Yeah. I found out a little bit about kilts when I was there because I went to find our family tartan. We're from the clan McPherson.
Ooh.
McPherson.
Really?
Which actually is part of the Confederacy of the Manhattans,
Nice. Yeah.
which is actually McChatton, but they don't say it that way. They say Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
So I asked the guy if I needed to wear the Manhattan tartan or the McPherson tartan. And he said, here's the thing about tartans. Until 40 years ago, they were outlawed in Scotland. And then the Prince of Wales showed up in Scotland wearing a kilt, and everybody went, oh, now we can start wearing them again. And all the heads of these noble families went to the store and said, I like that one. I like that one. Nobody paid attention to their history. So that's why you have a traditional tartan, a modern tartan,
Right.
and then you have a hunting tartan. I said, why do they have a hunting tartan? Because the guys didn't want to wear the bright colors in the woods, I guess. So my hunting tartan is gray and purple and black and
Okay.
pretty, but yeah, the Manhattans and the
Fun.
McPhersons.
Fun.
Yeah, and I guess they joined confederations because they got so tired of fighting against each other
Right.
that they joined confederations, and then the confederations just fought against each other.
Yeah. Well.
They still fought, they just didn't get beat up quite as much, I guess, because they had more people. I don't know.
Bad history with Ed and Laura.
It's true. Hey, what do you call 100 John Deeres circling McDonald's in Iowa?
I don't know. What do you call 100 John Deeres circling a McDonald's in Idaho?
Prom night. Oh, that was a short laugh. I think he booed me. I think Jonathan booed me.
Oh my God.
Come on, that was good.
Mhm.
Yeah. So speaking of Iowa,
Yeah.
why don't we bring our guests up tonight?
Ooh, lovely. Yes.
Yeah. So Tim and Laurie, you want to come up? We don't have to introduce you. You know, they've all been away on their mystery tour. Yeah. So
Good job.
Tim Phillips, Laurie Phillips, back from the great beyond.
It was a failure of a whistle. He started talking, and I went, pull it back, pull it back.
Pull it back. Pull it
Now,
back.
before we go anywhere, we have a special presentation for you, Ed. Yes, we do.
From
Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Tim,
Uh-oh.
didn't we tell you no more special presentations?
It's a case of spam.
In every possible flavor.
There's
There's,
than one
no, there's
flavor?
pumpkin spice.
what?
Yeah, turkey, jalapeno, bacon, hot and spicy. Dad, we're gonna cook spam at your house.
Laura, I didn't want you to
That
feel
is
like we
so
left
much
you out,
Spam.
so we gave you a magnet to the day.
Did you see his
I love
shirt?
spam.
Well, this is
Oh
my
my
shirt.
gosh.
You like it?
Oh my
Spam,
gosh,
a
it's
spam
a
Hawaiian
spam
shirt.
alert.
I love spam.
Thank you.
I love spam.
We that was the Spam Museum was about the only thing that was actually on our
Agenda.
Agenda. Oh my gosh.
as we left. And it wasn't until we actually got towards Minnesota, like, wait a minute, aren't we supposed to go? The Spam Museum.
He sent me a picture of the pumpkin spice spam,
Yeah.
and I said, even I have limits.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
You didn't want it? You didn't want to try it?
Oh,
you're not a little bit
I love
curious?
pumpkin spice,
You're
but
not
I don't know if I want it on my
curious
meat.
bit?
Well, you know, I don't want it. Yeah,
I think that was actually a joke by the
yeah,
Spam.
yeah. So welcome back.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Are you guys happy to be back?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful trip, but it's so good to be home.
So for everyone that's watching and everyone in the audience, pay attention because we're going to be asking questions later for you to win prizes.
Oh, we have
So we have,
lots of prizes.
we have questions that we're going to ask them that we're going to base our contests on. So pay attention, everyone in the audience and at home, right?
Yes.
Hey,
Pay attention.
Hey, Tim,
Yeah.
Take notes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You didn't want Laura to feel left out, huh?
Oh, yeah, we didn't bring anything.
I'll
for
give you a
him.
spam.
No,
Wait,
no,
wait,
it's
I got-
good. It's good. And you know what, Tim?
No,
I
I
get
have
it.
something
get
in
it.
there for you, and I just
You know,
can't find
you know
it.
what? I didn't need anything.
This is so bad, Tim.
Oh my god.
He's going to get you.
No, I have something for you. Honestly, I do. I just can't find it.
No, keep digging. That's what I tell Eric.
Just
You're
keep
gonna be
digging.
really sorry when you find out what it is.
Yeah, then you'll take all your.
I don't know what
Talk
happened to
back.
it. It was in there.
Okay, well, moving along until he finds it. Oh, while he's looking for it, why don't I tell
Here
another
it is. I
joke?
found it.
Oh.
Spam stickers.
So, what do you call 40 guys watching the Super Bowl on television?
What?
The Detroit Lions.
Oh.
Could be the Minnesota Vikings.
I just get the stink eye from Jonathan. He doesn't like my jokes. Hey, so how long were you guys gone total? Do you know?
94 days?
94 days.
Yeah.
91, I think.
Uh-oh.
April 3rd
Okay,
to
we
July
need-
4th.
So
many
it's 14
days?
weeks, which is 7 times 91, and then our new week, so 93.
93 days.
Yes,
Did you cross the international?
it seemed like we did.
How many miles total did you travel?
17,980.
Wow.
Which is interesting when you think about that. If you were just to go straight across, it's only about 3,000 miles.
If only we'd done another 20
Oh.
miles, we could have.
How many
I know.
times did you cross the Canadian-American border?
3.
No, had to be 4.
Oh, right.
We're
Well,
back.
I feel like we're getting a glimpse into the entire
this is
trip.
how it was. Well, we went in.
1, 2,
Then, whoa, wait. Hang on.
what?
We went in at Vancouver.
Yes.
Then we got onto the ship and crossed back into the United States.
Well, because we went onto this boat, yeah.
Right?
And then we went from the boat.
Back.
Well, then we
No,
had
then
to
we had a
Seattle.
flight back from
Seattle to
Anchorage
Vancouver.
to.
Yeah.
So,
So that's 3.
yeah, and then
Then back to
Vancouver back to
4.
the United States.
And then
Buffalo
5.
into Toronto and back.
6.
6 times.
Wow, that was
6 times they crossed the American-Canadian.
And the
Wow.
first time we went in from Seattle into Canada, it was this big burly guy, Canadian Border Patrol. And I'm like, oh, well, he's kind of scary. And then he started talking. He sounded like a hockey player.
Oh gosh.
Eh?
Hey, so what you doing up here, eh? I'm like, oh my God. It so doesn't match the uniform.
Did you instantly want to just like hug him and squish him?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would.
Tim, what was your favorite national park?
Oh. What was that one I got almost died in? Was
How
it
is that
one.
your favorite? Right, right.
Bryce Canyon? Bryce Canyon. I went hiking and among the rock formations, and there was no rails, there were no sidewalks. You were just walking down. I saw other people do it, so I said, I want to do that too.
He forgot he was 65.
He's 65.
He was only 64 then.
64 at the time
Oh gosh.
because it was downhill.
Oh,
And then I looked back up and like, oh.
oh no.
I gotta go
have
back
to-
up.
I have to go back up. And she was freaking out at the top.
But how
because
is
of-
that one your
They didn't have any
It was
donkeys for you to
so-
ride like in the Brady Bunch?
That would have made it really scary. No, it was the most beautiful place, and I was going places where not too many people go, and that was exciting.
Not me.
Yeah, she wasn't happy.
Tim tells me.
Lori was
Tim-
so excited. Apparently, she bought a T-shirt.
I did.
Yeah.
Utah had a lot of rocks.
She actually took a picture of where where she last saw me, so she could show it to
the police.
the police.
Tim, Tim told
Smart
me.
woman.
Tim told me he committed a crime in one of those parks.
Ooh, what'd you
I
do?
did.
Oh, what'd you do?
All right, so
Lava
that
park.
was the Canyons of the Moon National Park in
Well, don't admit to it, maybe.
Idaho.
Well, apparently everybody does it.
Oh.
And I went walking, and it's all volcanic rock. It's just like this middle field, and all of a sudden it's just volcanic rock everywhere. It was like this
Weird.
bubbling place.
It
So I
was.
picked up a rock for my grandnephew Stephen, and one for me, and put it in my pocket, and was walking around with it. And then I saw a sign: "You should not pick these things up rocks." So, and I know I have seen this for a fact that people have felt guilty afterwards, and they will mail the rocks back to the park.
Oh my
And the
gosh.
park people are like,
We don't even know where it goes.
yeah, exactly. So it just sits on the shelf.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But they were little rocks, little tiny rocks. They sometimes float.
Timo.
I only did it.
Yeah, but if everybody did it,
I only did it once.
don't admit to
Michael,
it
can we put the
anymore.
map up? Can we put their map up real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me one moment.
We have a map that we're gonna put up that shows their
Ooh.
kind of trek on
It,
the.
it really
back wall.
looks like we have no.
Sense of direction.
Yeah.
Did you go through Kentucky?
No.
No, that was one of the few states that we did not hit.
Why do you have a Kentucky look? Joe?
Yeah. Do you know why? Or do you? Let me get it right. Do you know that the toothbrush was in? How do you know the toothbrush was invented in Kentucky?
I don't know.
How?
How.
Because if it was invented anywhere else, it would be called a teeth brush.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That's a one.
Alrighty then, next.
So it's hard to see.
It's hard to see because we're in front of it.
Yeah, but we
Oh,
kind of
okay.
shot down. I might feel like a
Yeah.
weatheman.
Yeah.
Down there, and then we crossed into. We wanted to go to Nashville, and
I don't
after
know why.
Nashville, it just seemed we'd never been.
Okay.
And then we went down into. We skipped South Carolina, down into Georgia, down into Florida. We saw Justin Torres down. in-
Oh,
in-
that's right. That's right. You
Yeah,
saw
we
his
went
show.
to see his show.
I almost
Uh,
flew down to meet you guys.
Oh,
and it
that
didn't
would have
work
been
out.
that would have
Yeah,
been
I know, it would've
great.
been fun.
And then across the south, and then we were supposed to meet Chrissy and her husband Kim in Las Vegas on a certain date. Well, we were going so quickly that we were like, well, now we have all this time. So we did a 4-swing state through New Mexico,
There we go.
New Mexico, Colorado,
Utah.
Utah, and
back down to
Arizona.
Arizona.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Before we even got to Las Vegas, actually, we even did Lower California, including going to San Diego and seeing
Oh, look.
your
Midway.
the Midway. where-
So when you were in Las Vegas, you were with Chrissy Flynn,
yes,
who we just got news from that she got the all clear from her oncologist. She's clear of cancer.
Yes.
100% clear. Yeah, good
Yes, let
news.
us
Good
know.
news.
So, but she had been dying to see the Cirque du Soleil show Beatles Love
Oh.
for years. We've been talking about it. Chrissy and I have known each other for 19 years, and we've been talking about it pretty much that whole
Oh my
time.
gosh.
And when we were putting this trip together, we went out to breakfast with her and Kim, and they said, well, when do you think you might be in Las Vegas? We're like, I don't know.
We're counting back.
So
from
we counted back
Alaska.
from the only other date that we had in mind was we had to be in Vancouver to get on the cruise ship. So we kind of like, okay, so a couple days here, a couple days there, a couple days here, so on and so forth. I mean, like early May. And they said, okay, we have our tickets. Well, okay. So we had to be someplace in Las Vegas.
Oh boy.
And it worked out perfectly. We actually got there so early. And as it turned out, we had incredible luck on this trip. We had incredible timing in this trip. We pulled into Las Vegas about an hour after they got off the plane.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
And wait, it was 11 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
and they had rooms available for us.
What?
Yeah,
Right,
they let
right.
the four of us check into our hotel rooms.
Oh my God.
But
yeah.
that's the reason we were about an hour behind is because we stopped at Eddie's World.
Eddie's World. They got me a
Eddie's-
T-shirt. It's great.
Eddie's World is a
What is that?
it's a rest area, but it's also like its giant candy store.
And ice cream.
Ooh.
And they
How
had
was the ice
every
cream?
kind of candy
Aw.
and types of nuts and types of everything. And when we saw
Because
like,
he's so sweet.
there was
Aw.
I forget what the sign. I took a picture of the sign because it was just so
Yeah.
appropriate. But like everything's sweet at Eddie's World or something like
Yeah.
that.
It's true. Everything is sweet in Eddie's World.
So we stopped there. And we had a wonderful time. We got to see, we had incredible good seats for the show. They were right in our face, basically.
Wow.
And it was great. It was a wonderful moment.
Cirque du Soleil is an amazing show anyway.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Oh
And
my
I had
gosh.
seen the show like 4 or 5 times, but still they've updated it. And seeing it that up close and personal is a different experience.
Oh,
it was
how
great.
much fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And
it
in
was
California, they went on to the aircraft carrier that I served on in the Navy. It's a museum.
Ah,
They sent me pictures. I said, turn around, look through that door,
We did.
look to the right. Is there a desk? That's my desk.
Yeah.
And they
It was
said,
fun.
yes.
that's so
Yeah.
Great.
We brought we have one of those little rubber duckies,
yeah.
and I put EB was here.
They
And
left
I-
it in the
I
infirmary.
hid I hid it on the ship.
Yeah.
It was
Oh
great.
my God.
And we
People will be
talked.
knocking on his door any minute now.
I know.
We
right?
tried to talk. We couldn't always talk because when you go below deck, you lose your signal.
You do. Yeah.
Oh.
But to see the ship, one thing, it's an amazing experience. But to get his perspective on it,
Right.
that changed everything. We were going in
Both cried.
places that nobody else
Oh my
cared to
God,
go
yeah.
to on the tour. They're like, medical. Who wants to go there? We're like, we want to go to medical. The funny thing is, when we got there, we said we have a very close friend who served on this ship, and they're like, "Come with us." Wow, okay. We climb up this ladder into this little tiny library
Yeah.
with this old man that does this on a computer.
Oh.
First, he looked through all the yearbooks.
Yeah, they were trying to
Oh.
look through the yearbooks and to find Ed's picture.
And I
from
was
there.
between yearbooks.
Yeah.
So I have the yearbook the year I reported, and I have the yearbook after I left. They didn't, so
But he
I
wasn't in
missed
it.
the yearbooks. So all my shipmates were in it.
Right.
So that we
But-
tried to look it up, but we couldn't find his name, and we were getting really upset about it. And he's like, "Listen, there's like 30,000 sailors who have served on this ship
Right.
and that we don't have their information."
Oh
So
my
I
gosh.
got the information. I got the paperwork for Ed, so he could go and file his paperwork.
Which is interesting because I'm a member of the Midway Society and the
Oh.
association, and I'm a member of the museum, and I'm a member of the all this.
So you're a member of all this other
All
stuff.
this
But
stuff.
they don't know he
The
was on.
government is not efficient. Well, imagine that.
Imagine that.
But
Who
it
knew?
was a real treat to actually be on this ship,
Yeah.
knowing his
And we
perspective.
both
Right.
cried.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
my
both
God,
cried.
We
of
both
course you
cried.
would. Yeah.
They also had a lot of stuff on the flight deck,
Mhm.
including the helicopter that picked up the Apollo 11
Whoa.
crew. I got to actually sit inside where the Apollo 11 crew was.
Oh,
Like,
that is so cool.
yeah, it was amazing.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
amazing.
What was your favorite activity, Lori, on the whole trip?
Oh my God, my favorite activity on the whole trip. Actually, one of my high points was listening to your Phoenix Stuff podcast, to tell you the truth. While sitting outside the Corn Palace.
Oh, that's true.
That's
true.
That was the last episode.
Yeah, we sat outside the Corn Palace.
The
listening to-
Mitchell Corn Palace is just a tourist trap, basically, but it's a
It's an
gymnasium.
old tourist trap.
But it has like billboards on the outside, but they're all adorned with ears of corn.
And a bunch of them inside too. I mean, they built these beautiful collages out of corn.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
And
Are
they
they
change-
like sealed or something?
Nope.
Like
Nope.
they're just outside.
You see the holes on the outside because the birds have picked them.
Oh, right.
That would be
yeah.
some popcorn if there was a fire.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
That would-
oh,
It
yeah,
would.
it would.
Lori, how many hotel rooms did you stay in? Do you know?
I looked that up.
Okay,
63.
63 hotel rooms.
Because there were a couple places that we would stay a couple days.
Okay.
Plus there were 7 days on the cruise.
7 days on the cruise.
Mm.
And especially like when we got back from the cruise, we were like, we need just a couple days just to do laundry
Mm,
and stuff like that.
right, right.
And we got very good at finding hotels that had laundry services,
'Cause not
including
all
some
do.
like our one in Seattle that had free laundry service.
Free's good.
Free
Yeah.
is
We win.
good.
We win.
Which
Oh,
hotel
yeah.
had the worst beds? What state had the worst hotel beds?
Oh, I don't know. There were we got lucky about that a lot, but there was a couple of hotels early on that for some reason felt necessary to elevate their beds, to put them up high.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Lori,
I can't get into them.
it was
Here, let me
I
give
really-
you a hand up.
it was I really should have, if I was a mean person, I would have taken video
Seriously.
because it was like trying to watch her rock climb.
Oh, no.
It's a good thing that they really tuck those sheets in because I grab them and go.
And she'd finally get up to like she's at the top of Mount Everest. It's like, I'm done. I'm not getting out of this bed tonight.
Oh, I forgot my phone. It was sad.
But
And
we
then of
looked-
course you get up to pee 3 times a night. It's no fun at all.
No. We did all our hotels were spontaneous, so almost all of them we bought that night
Right.
and using
Hotels.com.
hotels.com, which got to be a very good friend. And I learned from my niece Jen that you read the reviews.
Oh, yeah.
And the reviews, I told Lori it has to be like an 8.0 or better out of 10 for us to even consider this hotel.
Right. Yeah.
And then I would look and see, is there any problems lately? Because
Oh, right. Yeah. If all of a sudden there's
if
a
the
bunch
problems
of
were like things a month or 2 months ago, they
Right,
probably
right.
fixed them.
But the ones where, they've started to
Right.
do a reconstruction. It's like, maybe not.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we learned that there were a lot of, excuse the phrase, Karens
Oh,
that write reviews.
Oh,
They won't even make my bed. They stopped making beds 2 years ago. With COVID.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, and or things complaining that the kids were running up and down the hall or up above us. or
Lady,
something
you're
like,
in a hotel. What do
Yeah,
you want?
yeah, exactly.
So you went to a lot of different places,
Yes.
and I know that you tried to stop at a lot of ballparks and sports fields.
We did
How many did you stop at?
10 major league ballparks. Surprisingly, we had thought about doing minor league parks too because they're everywhere.
Mm.
We never went to a minor league park.
Oh, no.
Either the timing was wrong and the team was away, or a lot of times we were just finishing and we'd be so tired and we just want to hang out in our room. Did you just put that picture up?
I didn't mean to. I was.
No,
trying
you
to
can.
make-
So let's
can
put
put that one
let's
up.
put Lori's favorite picture up.
Ooh.
Let's put Lori's favorite picture up.
Oh.
So Lori, tell us what this is and why is it your favorite?
I love bisons.
Yeah.
I like the wildlife every place. I mean, we saw.
And we saw
the
a great
bighorn-
deal. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw the bighorn sheep and we saw the bisons. We saw elks that were in the middle of the road that just would not get out of the road.
Stare
We
at
s-
you.
Yeah, we saw the wild horses.
And you were very lucky on a whale watch.
We saw the baby whale. They had just learned like, I can do this. I can wave and I can jump and I can.
It makes a
reach."
sound when I splash the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh my
Yeah, just
goodness.
one time. Yeah.
And I got a lot of videos, so you can't see the videos.
And you went on a crabbing boat.
We went on a
It was
crabbing
lucky.
boat.
You went on a crabbing boat
Yep.
from the Deadliest Catch. They turned it into a
Oh.
tourist boat,
Yep.
and you saw.
We
Eagles.
saw
Lots
a
and
flock
lots of
eagles that
eagles.
were, it looked like
50
seagulls.
eagles.
Oh, my
They would
God.
feed them off the crab boat because they were on native land and they got permission from the Native Americans there to do that because it's federal crime to
Right.
feed eagles.
Oh.
So these eagles would see this crab boat come in and they would flock in, and there had to be 20, 30 eagles.
So many.
We got a picture of a pine tree with eagles in it. It looks like ornaments.
Yeah, they were just there.
Just
It was
eagles
the
everywhere.
closest we ever come to seeing eagles. And I remember Rob Wisnowski Sr., who's done Alaskan cruises before, saying you will see more eagles in Alaska than you'll ever see anywhere else. Now, if you've ever done the river cruises on the Connecticut River, if you're lucky, you may see one eagle or two eagles. We were seeing them everywhere. And it got to the point where like, oh, there's an eagle on the street light over there.
Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen a wild one.
Oh,
Like I've seen them in the zoo, but I don't think I've ever actually seen a
this-
wild
that's
one.
exciting.
That's like
Yeah.
crazy. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but it's
Really?
it's
Yeah.
to see this many though
Yeah, that's
within
insane.
10 feet of the boat. Yeah, it was
Oh
incredible.
my
So
gosh.
let's put up Tim's favorite picture.
We have to talk about the bison though. That was from a
That's okay. They were fine.
let's go back to the bison for a second, because that was a special bison preserve
Mhm.
that we went to in Montana. We made a special trip
Oh.
just to go to see.
Oh
this
yeah, we were
place.
going this way, and I said, "Can we just go up that way to go down?"
Yeah, and so we went up. You had to take your car up this dirt road through the mountains, and we were doing it. It was not a problem. We didn't see anything, and then we found, I don't know, maybe we're unlucky here. And then we came down and we turned this corner, and there was a herd of about 100 head of
Oh
buffalo,
my
including a lot of
Young
calves.
babies.
That's insane.
And they were crossing the street, so you just wait
You
for
just
them to
stop.
cross.
yeah.
And that happened again to us in South Dakota when we were in Custer State Park, where we were going just to make a little side trip to go to Wind Cave National Park, and we turned the corner and there the buffalo were on both sides. Oh, that's really nice. But when we turned around to come back, the buffalo were in the road. And that's that. And I just happened to time it right, so my car was first in line in front of them. So we got all these wonderful views of these buffalo while everybody else is getting ticked off behind us, because the two motorcycles on the far side decided they were going to try to weave through them.
Yeah, how'd that work?
They went very slowly.
Yeah.
Eventually we started.
There was one buffalo that was a little pissed off. I
Oh
was
yeah,
looking
you
at
can
it.
see it. You can see it.
Oh,
Well,
man.
anytime the babies are going by, yeah, they're going to be very protected.
Right.
So, but this one in Montana was run by Native Americans, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful location.
It's
And
beautiful.
when we saw them, we were like, and I don't know if you've seen the pictures from Yellowstone. They'll have one buffalo going across, and all these people are circling it with their cameras and their
Oh
phones
my
to take
gosh.
pictures. We were one of 3 cars
That's
on this
wonderful.
road to see that. Yeah, it
That's
was
awesome.
amazing.
That's
Do you know why
wonderful.
cowboys' hats are turned up on the sides?
Why are cowboys' hats turned up on the side?
So you can fit 3 people in the pickup truck. So my sister Barbie texted and said that chomping at the bit
Yeah.
comes from horses.
Right. Yeah.
That's from the horses.
But
Right,
it's
they're
not champing.
chomping, but it's not champing.
Yeah.
What is champing?
I have no idea.
You made that up.
Yeah.
You made that up. You made it all up. You made it up yourself.
Yeah.
Michael,
I
could
must
you
have.
could
I
you
must
go
have.
You
back?
tell
I
us
just
what it is,
gotta
'cause you made
ask
it
you,
up.
so someone in the chat asked
Yeah.
that
Weird colloquialism that got
if
wrong.
there's 100 bison in the road,
Yeah.
is it a bicentennial?
Oh.
Who-
That was
Don't
Casey.
play it.
Casey.
I see you.
Thank you, Casey.
Casey, don't give her a
Casey.
laugh. Don't give her a laugh track. Wait, she's supposed to be rehearsing right now.
She's supposed to be rehearsing, but I had a missed call from Tressa, so I'm assuming that they didn't have the Zoom link appropriate because
Okay.
yeah,
Michael,
that's
if
probably
you
what
could switch
happened.
the other picture.
Eric's been messaging me. I can.
That's
find out.
probably what happened because so she has the Phoenix Zoom. If they were starting the same time we were, she probably needed some kind of a code from me. And if I'm not at my computer, I can't give it to her.
Oh, well.
So they missed rehearsal. So
Could
this
you,
is bad thing.
Please?
Michael,
Go to
could
the
you
next
switch-
photo.
There we go.
Switch
Oh,
to the other
I'm-
photo.
Okay, yeah, I got it right here. Bam.
So this was.
It's a little
I
fuzzy
wrote
for
this-
us, but that's on the balcony of your cruise ship.
Yes, it is. I wrote it down. This is the
Marjorie.
Marjorie Glacier in
Wow.
Alaska.
For us,
That's
it's a
from
little fuzzy there. so.
that's from our
Cleared up a bit.
Yeah.
from our stateroom.
Out of the way. Oop,
And
sorry.
our guy came out, our steward came in and took our picture for us and in the from our stateroom of this massive glacier. And we ended up seeing, we were so excited because that was like the first glacier we see.
Mm.
And we had learned earlier in the trip that all but like 3 glaciers are receding.
Yeah.
So it's becoming a little problematic, but we ended up seeing probably about 50 or 60 glaciers on this trip. And that was probably one of the most impressive ones. We also, there was a couple times we saw them calving. It's when a giant piece of the glacier falls into the ocean.
Oh
It goes
gosh.
boom.
Yeah.
And you see the waves forever. It's very impressive. and the captain, bye-bye, our captain, bye-bye. He would always end his announcements with bye-bye.
Italian.
He sent a crew out to go pick up a piece in the water of the glacier and bring it back on board. So we got to have our picture taken with the glacier.
Oh,
Just
fun.
floating them a little bit faster.
And then they put it in his
One
beer.
pickaxe at a
And then
time.
we went to our favorite
That's
bar.
already in the water. So.
We had a favorite bar there, which
Yeah.
it was like Cheers. They knew our
Yeah.
name.
Oh, nice.
And it was the last night, and I asked for a beer, and he put a piece of
Of
ice,
the
glacier ice,
oh
in
my
my
god.
beer.
I mean, it's
So,
melting anyway. Might as well enjoy it.
Oh my god, it was great. It was
That's
something else.
amazing.
It was the Alaskan cruise was definitely the whole thing was a highlight.
I've heard that Alaskan cruises are absolutely gorgeous.
My
It's
parents
worth
loved
it.
theirs.
Yeah,
It was
the,
like
the,
that.
the wildlife that we saw on the strait, and it was one of our ports of call. Well, got famous actually just after we left. Skagway.
Skagway.
They had some one of the cruise ships crash, right?
No, one of the cruise ships, one of the Alaskan cruise ships hit an iceberg and had to avoid Skagway and go to Juneau for repairs.
Yeah, and we thought we were afraid it was the one that Patty
so
Rice
scared
and
of
Keith
boats. I
Winnegar
like-
were on, but it wasn't. Skagway also
It's
had
a
a
really
couple
big
of really nice breweries, and we did several breweries on this trip. 29 breweries.
What?
24.
24 breweries.
But this one, probably of all the breweries that we went to, this one had the best view because we were looking out on snow-covered mountains, sitting there in our shorts and stuff, and just looking up and drinking beer. It was amazing.
That's gonna like mess with your mind a bit, right?
It does. It
Yeah.
does.
Tim called me and said, you would really like Alaska. These breweries are full of Alaskan men that you would probably enjoy.
There's a lot of men in Alaska. There's a lot of men.
The funny thing about Skagway, and we learned at this brewery, is that when the cruise lines are done, when the season gets done, the whole town shuts down.
Really?
Yep, nobody stays.
Now, you said there was
Wow.
one thing about Alaska that really bothered you.
Could not sleep because of the freaking, the
Yeah,
sun never went down.
Yeah.
2:30 in
it
the morning.
really
It was-
messed with our circadian rhythms.
Did your hotels not have like blackout curtains?
Yeah,
or
but they, for one thing, half the time the curtains never didn't go all the way down the window,
Oh no.
or if you had them open a crack,
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2:30 in the
There
morning,
was
it's
one
still
point I
light.
got up at 2:30 in the morning to go. I was like,
Don't people go crazy in Alaska because of that?
well, I would think they would go crazy when it's winter and there's no
So,
light
yeah.
for 24 hours.
6
a
months
day.
of dark.
my
It
gosh.
goes both ways with it on it. There's a
Right.
lot of
Like Michael.
emotional, depressional
Oof.
issues.
Yeah.
But I got up at one point at 2:30 in the morning and said, I'm going to go out, and I took a picture of just outside our cabin, and
Midnight
It
sun.
looks like
right?
4 o'clock in the
Well,
afternoon.
you
Yeah.
saw
That's
that.
crazy.
You know, there's a
That's so
vampire
weird.
movie called 30 Days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's about a town in Alaska that is dark for 30 days. So the
Oh.
vampires come
Do you
in.
know that's
That's
do you
a
know what
great
I think at
plot.
first?
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
really, really good. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch it. I'm
it's
gonna watch
actually
it.
pretty good. It's
I have
in
to
the end,
now.
I'm a little like, oh my god.
Do you guys not
But it's a
remember
good
the
one.
Robin Williams movie where there's like the serial killer? Yeah.
Oh.
And
I
they're
don't-
trying to figure out the crime. And there's a serial killer and he's there and he can't sleep. That's what I always think of. It's a
Oh.
great
Oh,
Robin
good thing you
Williams
guys didn't turn
I'll have
into
to
a
look it
serial killer. Hey, do you know what the 4 seasons are in Minnesota?
What are the 4 seasons in Minnesota?
Winter, still winter, and construction.
Yeah. I talked.
Ah!
I gave you.
I gave you that one.
Almost a penny.
What was the strangest site that you visited? The weirdest thing you saw?
I think it was probably the giant pistachio
Yeah, that was up there.
and the
Gross.
aliens.
You got
The
it, you
alien,
got it.
the
alien
alien
jerky.
the space alien jerky.
That
store.
might have done it too, yeah.
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 Sorry.
Space alien jerky.
Explain.
So
Is it jerky of an alien?
It says it is.
well,
That's exciting.
the beef jerky is from cows that have been kidnapped.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
This
uh-huh.
place is amazing.
So they've been probed and now
So
they're
you know,
jerky.
you know that game
Yeah.
Zoltar where you learn you get
Let
your
me probe and then jerky.
Ooh.
Sorry.
You know that Zoltar game?
Have we all?
The Zoltar game, you learn your foot according to
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
They had an alien instead. Of
Oh,
Zoltar. It
that's
was
Now,
fun.
tell us about the Bigfoot Museum.
The
Oh
Bigfoot
my
Museum.
God. It was listed. First of all, we have to mention this. Anytime we go to a place, we go on Google and say, what's the 10 best things to do in this area?
Uh-huh.
And it said,
It was in
Bigfoot
California.
Museum in California. We said, well, must be something really good. So we said, okay, that's worth going 60 miles out of our way.
Yeah.
So we drove through these mountains and we're driving through these mountains and we said, oh, and here's this little garage here. It
That we
says
passed,
Bigfoot
so yeah,
Museum.
turn around.
Wait a minute, that might be it.
It's just a little shack.
A little shack,
It
a
was
little tiny shack.
Little tiny.
So we
Oh,
turned around to
no.
this little tiny shack.
Yeah.
And we went in and I think it was maybe half the size of the stage.
Mhm.
Maybe.
And half of it was just filled with like products that had Bigfoot on it, like
Right.
cereals and such
Yeah.
like that.
And then we walked into the second room and there were two guys and there was the person who runs this museum.
Yeah.
The person who runs this museum was,
138
let me say he
years
was
old.
older, twice as old as me, which is not good. He was on oxygen and he was
Oh.
behind a glass booth and he was sitting there like that.
And these other
Okay.
two guys were trying to tell them their Bigfoot stories. They were young guys.
Right.
And we saw that, and nobody could climb a hill that fast. And he was totally not interested.
But-
Until,
I looked, and I saw this little sign that said, drop your donation here for more information. Okay, so I put $2 in, and all of a sudden I heard, so if you want to see more, go out this door here and go around to the back. So,
Yeah.
oh, okay, there's more in the back. And
money
there
talks
was,
to this guy,
there was
Yeah.
a poster on the back with some plaster.
plaster.
prints, yeah.
prints,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
We came to find out in traveling all the way across the United States and back, that Bigfoot apparently lives everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, of course he does.
Everywhere.
Sure,
Yes, yes.
sure. Why wouldn't he?
Lots of,
Yeah. We actually went to a brewery right after that place that was catering to all the flavors had to do, all the beers had to do with Bigfoot. and they were-
Sasquatch and
God.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I don't know if I would drink foot beer.
Yeah, I don't think I would. No. What about Squatch beer?
Actually, it's pretty
Squatch
good.
beer.
Squatch.
beer.
I have to tell you,
Yeah,
this is a what do you call it, coaster
yeah.
from one of the breweries that we got. This is Firehouse Brewing in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful place. They took an old firehouse and turned
Yeah.
it into a brewery. And they had these out there, and this was one of the ones that have wise sayings on the card.
Ah, all right.
Sometimes when I reflect on all the beer I drink, I feel ashamed. Then I look into the glass and think about the workers in the brewery and all of their hopes and dreams. If I didn't drink this beer, they might be out of work and their dreams would be shattered. I think it is better to drink this beer and let their dreams come true than be selfish and worry about my liver.
There you go.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
It was a great brewery, and I have to tell you about that one too.
Oh my
Honestly,
gosh.
that reminded me of Bill Curtis when you just read that.
Yeah.
from
Tim,
Wait,
this
Wait,
is
Don't
not a
Tell
3-hour
Me.
podcast.
Wait, don't tell me.
So
So many.
um,
So many questions.
we were buying swag left and right. I think I mentioned in my blog I bought 32 some odd. T-shirts. We
Look at all
we wanted to buy some swag at this brewery. Without realizing it's a separate store next to the brewery.
I told you that.
I wasn't listening. I was too busy drinking. And when I asked, and it's like, oh no, well, the guy who runs the store is sitting at the bar now and he's talking. He just looks at us like, you got credit cards? Yes. Come with me. So we
Gotcha.
followed him back over to the, we lost
Yeah.
him. We found him again. He opens up the store, turns on all the lights, like, go. It was like
We
us
did.
doing one of those
So, yeah.
supermarket relays things. We were like, grab that shirt, grab that. How much?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was
Oh,
great.
and by the way, let me buy this wine. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
it was a great place. One of the many breweries that we liked.
What was? Did we ask them already? What was your most memorable moment?
Oh, I can definitely name his most
Oh,
memorable
yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
What was his most memorable?
His most memorable moment was the Apollo spacecraft.
No, it
Oh.
wasn't.
The space shuttle?
Space shuttle.
Space shuttle.
He cried.
Oh.
I cried. I cried like a
Oh.
baby a lot.
I had to hold him up. He
I was
almost
so
collapsed.
shaken.
Yeah.
It was so well presented, and then all of a sudden this giant screen opens up, and you're standing in front of the Endeavor, right there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. He was sobbing.
I'm trying to think what Laurie's would be.
Well, this should be interesting.
It probably has to do with wildlife.
Tim said, I'm going out on my own.
Yeah,
She was like, sounds good.
which we did, which happened a lot. I know she loved the Catnip Cafe. Thank you,
Yeah.
Deb.
The
I did
Catnip
Nip
Cafe.
Cafe.
Yeah, you
What?
apparently you paid to play with cats.
Yeah.
We did.
They didn't serve anything.
That was the first
It
thing
was
we
just
did.
cats.
That was
It
like one of the first things we
First
did.
weird things we
after-
did, and
after
again, we found it on Google.
And actually, one of the most memorable moments was not that.
Was that
It was the caisson in our, the cemetery.
at the
Arlington
Arlington Cemetery.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they had.
we
a-
had just left
we
Kennedy's
just left Kennedy's and they had a full honors
military.
with the
funeral.
horses and the black and the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were both sobbing.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
The Catnip Cafe was the thing. She was driving. I'm on Google. We're going down to this town. Here's something called the Catnip Cafe.
In
Oh,
Virginia.
Can you write down everybody? in
that's
the chat
exciting.
And
and give them each a number for me?
oh,
and then
well,
give
what
them a
is it?
paper?
It's a place where they
Uh,
bring cats to get them socialized, and they invite people to come in, pay a
Mm.
couple bucks, and sit with them and
Right.
get them socialized.
Shelter cats.
And and Lori just looked at me and said,
Honey.
"Honey."
Yeah, but they don't serve anything. Like,
Well, they had
okay.
coffee.
why is it called a
They had
cafe?
There's
That was the
there's
only
one in
bad
New
re-
Haven. There's a cafe that has.
Well, that was the
cats.
only bad review we got on the entire on Google. Was
Oh.
one person said, "Well, they didn't serve anything.
Aw.
Like, It's
Aw,
for the
come on.
cats."
Yeah.
We each bought a T-shirt, and
One of my favorite things in Emerald Isle, not to cut away from your vacation, was
Yeah.
they have a dog cafe. That is
Oh.
literally you can bring your dog. They have,
Oh, you have to bring your own dog.
you bring
Oh,
your
yeah.
dog, but there's pup-ristas. And it's dog
Pup-ristas.
toys, dog treats, and coffee,
Aw.
and
I will say
chocolate.
this: so we went to a
That's
lot of places, especially a lot of breweries that were dog friendly,
And
Uh,
one that was cat friendly.
cat friendly.
Ah.
Truth or Consequences, New Mexico,
Oh,
has a
okay.
brewery. It doesn't have much else in the town, but it has a brewery. And when we walked in, there was a young couple, and they had a dog on a leash. And we looked, like the guy has a little satchel, and like,
He's a
honey,
kitty.
there's a kitty
No,
in the
when we were at
satchel.
Black Hog the other day, there was a cat,
Was it?
one of those hairless cats, Gremlin.
didn't
I was
see
with
that.
Agnes.
Oh no, no,
I was with
yeah,
Agnes.
yeah,
Sorry,
okay.
I went to talk to them about the Shakespeare thing,
Stinks
and
cat.
Agnes was with me. Yeah,
This
and it was Gremlin,
and
and
this
it was
cat
on a leash.
just
His name
laid
was
out.
Gremlin?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the
They look
breed.
like
I'm like,
Gremlins.
that's not
No,
true.
Yeah, the cat just laid out. The dog was sleeping on the ground. The cat was sleeping on the table.
That's
and they were just
awesome.
wonderful. It was
That's
great.
awesome.
And it was somewhat an interesting place too, because it was literally a main street like Beacon Falls kind of thing.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
And we're like, do you have any food? She said, no, but there's a pizza place across the street. So, okay. So I called the pizza place, ordered a pizza, and they say, okay, we're at the brewery. Okay, are you inside or outside? We're inside. Booth or table? Booth. Okay, we'll find you.
Nice.
And they
And they
made the
brought
pizza, they
pizza.
brought it into
Pizza.
it.
Nice. I love it.
It
If
was
you're
great.
in chat, say hi, Mike, so that he can, or hi,
Thank
Michael,
you. That's
Michael.
what I was gonna
so that he
say
can
is-
count you because we're getting ready to play some games. So if you're
Ooh.
in chat, say hello, Michael,
Hello,
so he
Michael.
knows you. Okay,
Yes,
he knows
we
your
I know
have
name.
some-
there's
yes.
17 of you,
So-
and right now I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Don't forget Liz and
Oh,
and
Michael.
Jonathan and.
Yeah,
Deb.
and
Yeah.
Tim
Those guys.
And Tim.
Deb,
Oh, I
yeah.
guess we can count.
Yes.
So what are-
Tim and
Yeah.
Deb, yeah, we have to give them numbers as well.
So what are your tips for people who want to take a trip like this?
Ooh, go for it. But don't plan. Plan to spend more than you plan to.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. You only live once, and that's pretty much the attitude we had with this entire trip. Anytime we looked at something and said, "Do we want to do it?" The first question would come up: are we ever going to be here ever again?
Mm.
And almost always we ended up doing it. And I don't have a single regret. from
Any
the
regrets
entire
for the trip? None.
No,
No.
no.
Are you sure? Then you want to say online
No,
anyway.
I'm laughing because he's saying, plan everything out, but don't plan. He didn't do any planning. He was in shows. I did all planning.
What
She
were
did.
you
She
two?
did. She did all
She
the
was the
work.
stage manager.
Oh
And
yeah.
I told
The whole
and I
thing.
told
Hire a
everybody.
stage manager if you're gonna do
I
a
told
trip like that.
everybody that asked, and many that didn't ask on the trip, she's in charge, but I'm the Sherpa.
Yeah, he was.
I carried the bag.
I could never
I-
have done it without him.
I did, I found which hotels had the best carts to use and stuff like that. Yeah, we got really good at, and we got really good at, we had big suitcases and a small day bags.
Mm.
And we use the day bags bring those into the hotel along with like the computer bag and her computer bag and whatever groceries, whatever stuff we need to keep cold for the night.
Mm.
We got really good at getting up in the morning. All right, let's get our breakfast. Okay, let's pack and we'd be out in 10 minutes.
Nice.
And I have
good
to
job.
say, one of the things that really stressed him out
Yeah.
was making sure that damn blog was done every night.
People
I had
counted on that blog.
There was pressure.
And speaking of that blog, we
blog?
have the blog address and the password for
Yeah.
you if you would like to read the blog. Michael's going to put it up on the wall behind us.
Hold on, because that's the hardest one to find.
And we
I'm
will,
only
we'll
working
make
on
sure it's in the
thumbnails.
details. It's in the details at the, the
At the
bottom too later. So you can click on a link or
And it's
whatever.
only
and
going to
find
be
it.
around for another month or two. So,
Oh, okay.
so read
You're
it
gonna
while you can.
read it
But
while you
it
There
can.
it is.
There it
Thank
is. Tim and Laurie,
Hooray.
magicalmysterytour.com.
Well, that's not
wrong.
right. That's
What is
wrong.
wrong?
It's Tim and Laurie's S with an S.
Oh,
2022
magicalmysterytour.com.
And you fucked up. Sorry, screwed up.
like I'm Tim
they-
and Laurie's 2022 magicalmysterytour.com. It would never have fit on the wall.
Probably
No.
true.
Right.
But the password,
probably-
that's the password.
I
That is
typed
the
it in as
password.
you gave it to me, so
Okay.
it probably shortened it by itself
Oh, yeah.
to fit. Tim and Laurie forever.
So
Yeah.
were there any moments that made you go, gee, we really shouldn't have done that?
Ooh.
Going down that hill in the rock park.
That was probably the only one.
No, I
Uh-oh.
never regretted it. I was the only thing I regret about that was not bringing water with me.
Oh.
I don't think so.
We had talked about, we're gonna hit as many states as we
Gotta listen.
can,
Mm,
but
Let me
we,
just number up. I
you
was
know,
just
after
waiting
like
to
a couple
strike
days, we
this.
realized we're not gonna hit every state. We're
mm.
not gonna get to every state. So when we skipped Kentucky, we're like, we skipped Kentucky. We missed South Carolina. We've been there before. We hit a total, I put it in the blog, of 34 states.
34 states.
Yeah.
34 states.
Wow.
Yeah,
Plus-
and
plus
many
just-
of which Lori had never been to, or the two of us had never been to.
Mm.
And we had our little tradition. Every time we would cross a border, I'd say goodbye, whatever saying.
And
she'd
then
say
hello.
Yeah,
That's so
Interesting.
cute.
yeah.
So was there anything, I don't know about you, but like sometimes when I'm traveling or sometimes like weird coincidences keep happening. Was there anything that just like was weirdly kept happening? Like the first person you talked to was always named Bob, or like you always kept
We
seeing
did
like a
have a
weird
lot of
green
weird
sunflower.
things happen.
Yeah.
We had a lot of weird timing that things,
Ooh.
but it always worked in our favor.
So it was good, but it was still like a
Yes.
little weird.
We have a habit of going into, say, a barbecue place with nobody in it.
Oh.
And then 2 minutes later, the place is out, the line is out the door.
Yeah.
And it's not that we're
Oh.
advertising, hey, we're going in here.
Right, right. Ooh.
Almost all of
Good,
it's
but
spontaneous.
a little
Yeah.
weird.
See, I imagine that is literally your definition of having a good time. Is exactly what you're like, this is exactly what I wanted out of my life.
I will say that this trip was way beyond what I expected it to be. It was, we kept pinching ourselves because of we look out and see all this incredible, beautiful landscape across the country. We were always amazed how you'd be driving down the road and it'd be just plains. All of a sudden, it's a national
Weird.
park and these incredible rock formations.
We'd turn a
It-
corner and that with two of us were always like, wow.
Yeah, that was the word we used a lot.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh,
So
wow.
you guys ate at a lot of Applebee's,
A few.
right?
Yes, we did.
Were they consistent? Are the menus all the same? The food all the
Yes.
same quality?
Yeah.
Everything's the same?
Applebee's is Applebee's.
Where were the nicest servers?
It's a good question.
In general, not just at Applebee's. Where were your nicest
Oh,
The
servers?
local places.
the local places were always, the local place.
Do you remember that one on the north rim of the Grand Canyon?
Oh, yeah. It
Yeah,
on
we
the-
stopped
it
there
was
for
in Grand Canyon,
breakfast and it
something,
was
yeah.
just like they had a little counter and that was about it. We're like,
And
hey,
the
they got
guys
some
over there
seats.
that were just came back from the hunting for the
Hunting and the
day.
North Rim actually was, the Grand Canyon wasn't even open, so we
Yeah.
couldn't even go down these roads. And what do you want? I mean, here's our menu. Hey, yeah. And they were
Yeah.
just the most incredible food.
Yeah. They were
Wow.
funny.
And it was, had hoped to do a lot more local eating, and
We did
those
quite a
were,
bit.
we did a lot, and those are usually the best places. The best brisket
Oh my
I've
God.
ever had in my life. Apologies to those who made brisket for me. Was in Nashville.
Oh,
Was in Nashville,
Nashville.
Tennessee, where
Oh.
we had seen some fancy restaurants and big lines, and we kept, let's just keep walking. We walked past this place. It was a little tiny dive looking place, but
Yeah.
you walk in, and I'm like, yeah, let's give it a shot. And he pulled the giant brisket out of the oven and put it in front of me, and he starts slicing it.
With forks.
It was
He was
all
pulling it apart.
Just
falling
pulling it
apart.
Oh.
My mouth started salivating. I'm like, yeah.
Gimme.
and they had mac and cheese too. I'm like,
Mac and cheese day.
It's mac and cheese day.
Carlos has a couple questions for you, actually.
okay.
So
yes.
he wants to know, did you visit the rock where Kirk fought the Gorn?
That's in the Valley of the Gods, and we did not get there.
Okay. Did you see Devil's Tower?
Yes, we did.
Did you do the hand thing from?
I did not, but I walked around. I did the tower. I walked. There's a path you can go
Yeah.
all the way around it.
How long
I
did it take
touched it.
you? You touched the rock.
I touched the rock. It's only 1.25 miles.
Really?
Yeah, and it's all paved.
I have this shirt that has the music notes for
Yeah.
that, and that's it. It's
But
very subtle.
So here's the thing about that. I think I put it in the blog that I was disappointed that there were no aliens. And you get around to the side. That movie is from the 70s.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
in the
It's
70s?
old.
79,
70s.
something like
I
that.
would say late 70s.
Most of the
yeah.
people that were walking around were too young to know that movie existed.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's not a
So
big
were they
thing.
just seeing it because it was?
Do you
Although
know
they
what
call
movie they're
it-
talking about?
Although the locals,
Flatterer.
the locals call it Area 52.
Do they really?
Yes, they do.
they really? There is an
Because-
Area 52.
Yeah, well, there's Area 51.
Yeah, but there is an Area
and
52.
Area 52.
Yeah.
So listen, we're going to review a couple of things.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
How many days were you gone?
93.
Pay attention. How many miles did you travel?
17,980.
How many times did you cross the American-Canadian border?
6, I think it was.
How many hotel rooms?
63.
60,
And how many ballparks did you visit?
10.
All right.
What was our record?
Oh, another question. Your record what?
Our record of home teams winning the games that we went to.
This isn't going to be something for a prize. Don't pay attention.
We were 5-5. The home
5 and
team lost
5.
5 times.
Wow.
Nice.
But we also got to see a walk-off win, which is like the most exciting thing in baseball, where the Cleveland Guardians came back from 3 runs down in the 10th inning
We
and
have to
won.
finish this tonight, you know that.
Okay. So,
Hey, it took
So-
us 3 months to do this.
Lori,
What?
pick a number between 1 and 15, please.
8.
Number 8. Okay. Oh, Chanel is in the chat room
Oh.
because they didn't have the Zoom password. I'm so sorry, Teresa.
No. I
You got
got
the poop
full
on it?
updates. They finished.
Oh, you
their-
can give it. Oh, so give it to me later. We don't have to do it. Do it.
They finished their
yeah,
full
It's okay. Okay. So Chanel, this is for Chanel. This question is for Chanel.
Okay.
And this is for the San Francisco Giants fanny pack.
Oh, wait. I have it
Okay.
right here.
So Chanel, you're going to answer this question in chat, right?
You realize there's a delay, right?
Yes.
All right.
So
Ooh.
how many miles did Tim and Laurie travel on their trip? How many miles did they travel? No one else in chat can help her.
And we should say, almost all of this swag was stuff that we got just for showing up at the ballparks.
So you're getting
Yes.
all this swag from their trip. And
So
while
it
we're
didn't
waiting,
cost us
while
a
this
thing.
delay is happening,
Yes.
why don't I ask you another joke?
How many miles did they travel on their trip?
Yes.
Yes.
How many miles did you travel on the trip? So let me ask you this one.
Yeah.
How do you know when you're staying in a Mississippi hotel?
I don't know. How do you know if you're staying in a Mississippi hotel?
When you call the front desk and say, I got a leak in my sink, and they say, go ahead.
Oh.
Ah!
That's also the place where they say, do you make the bed? And they give you a hammer and the nails.
Yeah. What's a 7-course meal in North Dakota?
What?
A burger and a 6-pack.
North Dakota was actually one of the states, like, if we really want to, we could go just far enough up there to cross into the border and count it as one of.
Stay out of the Dakotas.
No, it's
South
all
Dakota was one of
good.
our favorite places. I gotta say, I've been there many times and it was wonderful.
Okay.
Okay,
Still waiting on.
we're waiting on Chanel.
Yeah.
While we're doing that, pick a number between 1 and 15, not
Not
8.
2.
2. Anna Phillips.
Oh, Anna. Hi, honey.
Okay, Anna, so your question is,
Where did we get stoned?
No.
Well,
how many hotel rooms did Tim and Laurie stay in?
Anna and I left Laurie at a hotel. It was getting kind of late, and the two of us went out and found a brewery on our own. And she doesn't usually go to breweries. So this was kind of a treat to her. And she found a wonderful sour that she just loved.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
we
love
found the
sours.
That was the night of the full moon.
So, and,
No, that was the other time we saw her.
and Anna's was going for the Jose Ramirez
Oh,
t-shirt from the Cleveland Guardians.
that's this one.
I don't even know what those are. What? Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
neat.
Ah.
And apparently, they made a lot of these T-shirts because the giveaway was the night before, and we walked in like, oh yeah, we still got T-shirts. Here you go. Okay, well, thanks.
So, Laurie, pick another number between 1 and 15, please.
So hold on. Anna Phillips said, "Oh crap, 63."
Yes.
Yes, Anna, she paid attention. You get a T-shirt.
So Tim's gonna mail you a t-shirt, Anna. Very
Okay.
nice.
So she got it right. Chanel thinks she answered a while ago. We did not see.
Okay.
So say it again.
1 and 15.
13.
13. Rob Rishnowski Sr.
Oh, what's Rob playing for?
Baseball jersey from the Houston Astros.
That's this thing right here. Again, a giveaway that night.
All right.
Wow, neat.
Does it say cheater on it?
Oh. So Rob Sr., your question is, how many times
How
did
many,
Tim and Laurie cross the American-Canadian border?
how many Eagles did we say?
No.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, we gotta hook up with Rob and Laura because they were the ones, they have done the trip as well. They have taken a I think more than one cruise. And they gave us wonderful advice for the trip. So what to expect.
Tim, a number from 1 to 15.
What did you just pick last time?
I picked 13.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Yes.
So apparently the chat, and this is,
Mhm.
there's a difference between live chat and top chat.
Oh,
Okay.
So Chanel did say 17,000. She was like, I know it was 17,000 and change. So 17,980.
Ding, you win the fanny pack
she won a
From-
fanny pack.
from the San Francisco
Awesome.
Giants.
Excellent. Okay, good.
Yes.
So,
So,
1 to 15. I'll tell you if you pick a number.
Okay. 10.
10. Jonathan Ross. Woo! Jonathan Ross is going for a Corbin Burns bobblehead. Oh,
Still never opened.
how many
No, not that Burns.
how many major league ballparks did Tim and Laurie visit?
What was it, 10?
10.
That is right.
He wins a bobblehead.
Corbin Burns from the Milwaukee Brewers was actually the Cy Young winner last year. News to me. And they were giving away these bobbleheads tonight. They were there.
Lori, number from 1 to 15.
Oh my goodness. 5.
5. Jeannie Martin.
This
Jeannie
for
Martin is
the
going for the thermos water bottle from
Subaru.
the Ohio Subaru.
That's a nice one.
So Jeannie, if you're listening, how many days were Tim and Laurie gone? How many days were Tim and Laurie gone on their trip? While we're waiting for that answer, Tim Cleary is in the house and
Hi,
he's
Tim.
in rehearsal for a show right now called Elvis People
oh,
that's going to be performing at Heritage Village.
Oh.
And what are the dates of that show, Tim?
Tomorrow, Friday.
Friday, tomorrow. So 15, 16, 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday.
What time on Sunday?
Sunday's 2
Sunday at 2.
and Friday and Saturday at 7.
7
7
o'clock on Friday and Saturday.
Heritage Village?
It's at Heritage Village in
And the public is invited, right?
Southbury,
He's invited, yes.
and it's $10.
$10. I think they.
Oh, wait, Mitch lives in Heritage Village. Is he going?
Okay,
I hope so. I think they prefer check, but they'll take cash. I believe.
cash or
Okay.
check.
Cash or
Okay,
check, yeah.
excellent.
Mitch is there. I have talked to him, but I haven't seen him.
So the show is about people that are the Elvis
Have been
connects them
affected.
all in one
Yeah.
way or the other. And there's a surprise guest at the end, from what I understand. You'll have to go and see it.
Awesome.
Yeah. You'll have
What's
to go
your
and see it.
connection to Elvis?
All right.
Yeah.
My connection is actually, my wife, my stage wife,
Right.
actually sneaks in and takes a picture of Elvis at his house. And when
Oh.
she develops it, realizes he's naked.
So
Oh.
Tim's wife in the play, the character, sneaks into the mansion and takes a snapshot of Elvis.
And then realize.
And when they develop the film, they see that he's naked. And isn't it right that she wants to sell it?
No,
Oh,
You
you
wanna
want to
sell.
sell the photo and she doesn't.
That sounds
She
awesome.
wants to keep
Ah.
it.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. All right, so the question, do we?
So-
I just told her last call for the answer here.
All right.
Come
She's
on,
been
Jeannie.
Very chatty in the chat, so I'm just waiting for her to.
You had the scotch tape on this thing?
It refers to Elvis over.
It's a Subaru.
Took for you.
Yeah, it's on the tape.
Right now, the picture is something like
Oh, Jeannie won. Jeannie won. Good job,
Subaru.
Jeannie. She wins the
Subaru.
Subaru thermos because the U came up with the tape. So there's no Subaru. Ah.
Situation.
Yeah, we got our oil changed 3 times.
So
yeah.
listen, it's been really great having you both on.
It's so great to be back home.
Yeah.
We missed the theater.
It's great to be back home again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's coming up next at Phoenix Stage Company? Of course, we have our golf tournament on the 6th. We're working on the Shakespeare event for the end of August.
Yep.
Tim is directing Barney the Vampire, which will open in October. So watch for information on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, he forgot that he committed to that. And he came home and said, who's directing that? And
So
I went,
who's
She's 73, by the way.
you.
Was that Gina said?
73.
Yeah.
Close
okay.
enough.
Close enough.
And so,
Close is- close.
she won the Subaru. And then our One Act Festival is September 15, 16, and 17. It's the International One Act Festival with our friends over in Bolton, England.
Yes.
It's going to be great fun. They thought that we were done reading plays, but surprise, the deadline was the 30th, and on the 30th, I received 38 plays.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, so nothing
Right
like
on the
last minute
wire.
submissions. So watch for information on that. We're going to be looking for directors for these plays. We're going to be looking for cast members for the stage. For the plays, we don't audition them. We kind of like bring people in and put them in these pieces. So there's a lot of really, really good plays that we've gotten this year. So
great.
watch for information on that. We need to thank
Thank
our sponsors.
We do. If you could, Laura, move a little to the right.
There you go. So we need to thank Black Hawk Brewing Company. Where are they, Tim?
Oxford, Connecticut.
Oxford,
I
Connecticut.
missed them
So
much.
listen, on August 27th, they're celebrating their 8th anniversary. They're having a
you
big
go.
anniversary party on that
So
day.
go
Are
support
you
them.
petting the pig?
So go support them.
I'm patting the pig.
She is.
I'm
She's patting the pig. Yeah. We also need to thank our friends at Sierra Ridge Media Arts. Deb and Jeff Crane, thank you for everything you do
Thank you,
for
Deb.
us. We
Thank
appreciate
you,
it
Deb.
very, very much. You can always support Phoenix Stage Company anytime you want to by visiting phoenix-stage-company.square.site. And you can donate at any time. We appreciate it. Don't forget the golf tournament on the 6th of August.
Get
You
ready.
can
It's
check it
gonna
out on
be a lot of fun.
Facebook. Let us
Yeah.
know you're coming. It's going to be a
Fun.
really
So fun.
great day.
In the shade,
So
too.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
a shaded course, but also
It's
the
wonderful.
venue where we're eating is under a big canopy and it's beautiful. It's a
They're
really nice
so
place.
welcoming of us. They're
Yeah.
so excited we're coming out. It's
So
great.
again, thanks for being our guest this time.
Hey,
Thank you, Tim.
Thanks for being here again, Laura.
Thank you,
You're
Laura.
welcome.
And you'll come
Something
back
for
and be
me.
you'll come back and be
Yeah,
host
why
with
not?
us,
Yeah, I
right?
don't
It's
need
fun
to
to
do
have
this
some
anymore.
people.
You
No,
can do
you're gonna be here too. It's gonna be 3 of us hosting because it's great.
Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Wait,
Oh.
we're not replacing Tim?
No, we're not replacing Tim. We're
Oh.
replacing you. So,
Well, that's,
no,
that's okay.
actually,
I mean,
Michael is
Michael's a busy
directing. Michael is
guy
directing
now.
Adam's Family up at Thomaston.
Where's
Play the
Al?
music again.
Where's Al?
Al is out on a trip, a bike trip
Yeah,
right now.
he's
He's the
biking.
cook.
He's
So
the
he's actually
cook.
driving the
Great
van.
job.
So Jonathan Ross is standing in for him today. So if you come to see the podcast live, you're gonna end up sitting at that table. So yeah, but Michael is he's directing Adam's Family over in Thomaston, so he's not gonna be here on Thursday. So he's gonna teach somebody else to do what he does. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye. I
For the
think
love of God, you give me less and less time to.
Are we
stay
still
at the
on?
end.
we played the music twice. It should be done.
I know, because you don't shut the hell up.
Are we still on?
No, John, play the music.
Play the music again. We're not done.
Again, I need to fade it. I gotta do the thing.
Why do you have to fade it?
Now I'm fading the music.
That's the end of the show. It's the end of the show. Now he has to fade.
Now you fade yourself.
I fade myself. I've been fading